skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
Wide in. 56. We're going to 54. Wide in. Check 9. 56. Pull it. High. We got double up. Double up. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hatchet. 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Kill.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now Elliott. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath, the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch it,
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Run.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up.
Check 15.
1st down, Prescott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's our time. Jim. We're going to 54, right here. Here we go, 46. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
13 more yards.
He's crossed.
Cowboys 1st down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Like 20.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Now Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
21. 12, fellas, here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come out here in the eye. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Right there.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and goal. Garoppolo. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Forbath to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Here we go.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 27 yards there, a first down. On first down, Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99. Here we go, 46. 46.
Elliott. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Niners' 34-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Get off the field. Get off the field.
26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he's into the clear. The 20. 10, touchdown, 49ers. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the 49ers get a score closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Mike 54. 26.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Prescott on 1st down. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Prescott now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check, it's free. Gun.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Go to 54, go to 54, line in. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.